Hey guys, welcome back to the Social Media Manager Bible podcast episode. I think this is episode 6 or 7. I am not sure. I have lost count, but if you are listening to me on any of the podcast app or if you're watching me on YouTube, you can see that I am sitting quite comfortably. Yeah, I am. If you're listening to me, you know the drill. Make sure to rate this episode, rate this podcast. Make sure you are following. And if you're watching on YouTube and this is your first time, make sure to subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and like this video. You can also check the description for the previous episodes, previous episodes of this podcast. All right. Today I am going to talk about 5 things I would never do again as a social media manager, because trust me, I have done them before. And I'm sure some of you can relate with me, but these are 5 things I would never be caught dead doing again as a social media manager. Number 1, I will never work without a contract. No. I'm not going to start work if there is no contract signed. I'm not going to start work if there is no contract signed, because a contract helps you and it keeps you and your client accountable. It doesn't just help you, it doesn't just protect you, it also keeps you and your client accountable to one another, so you don't get to do more than what you've not stipulated in the contract. So I always ask clients, so for example, someone that wanted me to influence for a brand, I asked her for a contract, and even when I was not satisfied with the things that she stated as part of the terms, I made sure I pointed it to her and corrections were made before I signed the contract. You want to make sure that you don't work without a contract, and you don't work without a signed contract and a copy sent back to you. The second thing I would not be doing as a social media manager is start work without hopping on a discovery call with a client. See, for someone like me, I don't know about other social media managers out there. I can tell if a person is going to stress me from even the way they speak, the way they answer my questions. And if you don't actually know how to nail a discovery call, I have a script. I have a script in the Rockstar template, Rockstar toolkit. The link is in the description below. It has other templates that will help you nail your discovery call. Like, I will tell that, oh, this client is going to stress me, or this client doesn't actually know. Like, you know, all those people that tell you that I only care about followers. I would know from a discovery call if it's only followers you care about. Like, definitely know from a discovery call. You get. The third thing I would never be doing as a social media manager / content creator is work outside my business hours. I have business hours. Like, I have a time where I start work and I have a time where I close, except when I feel like doing extra work. My holidays are for me. My weekends are for me. I am not giving it to any client. If your social media page is burning, I don't care. I have to take time off for myself to serve you better. So I would never be working outside my business hours. You have no access to me outside 5 p.m. That's why I don't even give clients my phone number. No, I'm not doing that. You don't get access to me because I feel like my phone number is private to me. So if you want to communicate to me, we can hop on a Zoom call. We can talk back via emails, or we can just maybe communicate via Slack on Instagram DMs. I am not working outside my business hours, except if you're paying me extra. Even if you're paying me extra, sometimes I actually don't even want to work outside my business hours. I really don't. The fourth thing I would never, I'm clapping for emphasis because I'm a Yoruba girl. I would never start work without getting paid. I wouldn't even think of it. I would not be thinking of work if I don't get paid. Like, to be honest, it's just me. I don't know about you. Even before I start work with most clients, I ask for 100% upfront. Like, because I even know that most times when they pay you the 80, the remaining 20, they won't pay you. Give me full payment of my work. Give me full payment. Yes, I'm sorry. I'm not going to be thinking about your work if you've not paid full payment yet. Like, I'm very serious because I built a reputation to the point where I would not, how would I say it? I would not be running away with your money. But I'm not going to start thinking of your work. I'm not even going to start research or anything at all that relates to your work without getting paid. No, no, 100%. 100%. I would not start your work without getting paid. The last thing I would not be doing as a social media manager is sharing unverified information. And I see a lot of social media managers fall for this because the client says, post this, post that, but it's not verified. Because when you don't share verified information, it messes up with your integrity and your credibility as a brand or a business. You see people say, Instagram said this. Instagram never said that. Instagram never said this. TikTok never said that. Twitter never said this. Even as social media coaches, there are a lot of them that they are not even credible. Here's one social media coach that said, it is so easy to make $10,000 a month as a social media manager. All you have to do is sign 10 clients and make sure that they pay you $1,000 per month. Oh, really? You think it's that easy? When you get into it, you would know for yourself that it is not easy. So these are the 5 things I would not be doing as a social media manager. And I hope you found this helpful, because now I would love to hear from you in the comment section. Things you've done before that you would not be doing again as a social media manager. Share with me in the comment section, or if you are listening on the podcast, you can send me an email. If you're listening on Spotify, I think there's a place for you to send me a comment and let me know what are the things you would not be doing again as a social media manager. I like to hear. And if you want to share your story, please share it with us. Let's laugh. I would definitely love to do that. Subscribe if you're on YouTube. Subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and like this video. Also, leave me a comment. You need to answer the question. If you're listening to me on any of the podcast platform, we now have an Instagram page. It has not been populated yet. Sorry, it is laziness. It's laziness, but it would soon we'll start populating it very soon. Just give me time, okay? I have a lot on my plate that I'm handling right now. But yes, if you're listening to me on any of the podcast platform, we have an Instagram page, is in the description. You can follow, and we'll be giving you updates on new episodes as we go on. And don't forget to rate this podcast. Don't forget to rate this podcast. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Did I say video? In my next podcast episode. Bye.